Ausgabe mit dem Freund einer Lionel Konstruktion, eine neue Folge von Haus und Fata Morgana, Requiem, Freunde, das ist heute in der neuen Folge mit dem Freund. Letztes Mal haben wir jetzt so ein bisschen mit Morgana getalkt und so ein bisschen ihr Flashback und so noch gesehen. Pretty cool. Und ja, Freunde, wir sagen, wir gehen direkt rein. Jugend. This was a lot more work than I expected.
Oh, look who it is. All done with your little visit?
Yeah, all done. Same with you, I take it.
Yep, just a little bit ago. God, you would not believe that last guy. He was so rough I thought he was gonna tear me a third hole.
Ich will's gar nicht hören. Is that so? Not sure how I'm supposed to react to that information.
So, any news? Or did she just sleep the whole time?
No, she woke up. We even spoke, if briefly.
Well, shit, that's great news.
That's debatable.
Oh, what happened? Your big sis is all ears.
Except I'm older than you, and we're not related either. I will murder you.
Huh? Well, I didn't figure her life was all rainbows and sunshine and rainbows.
I don't know.
So what, you wanting to look after her? Because let me tell you something else. It'll be hard, thankless work.
I made that choice when I rescued her from the Lord's Manor. I'd at least like to take care of her until she's able to support herself to some degree.
Well, I'll do what I can to help too. We can spare a room for her here as long as she needs.
I appreciate it. She seems to be very of me to stay with me. Very of me to... Also too very of me to stay with me.
You were planning on taking that poor innocent little girl to live with you? Man, I thought you had standards.
No, for the love of God, no! I would never!
That reaction is never gonna get old. Anyway, pretty strange marks she's got on her face, huh?
Any idea what they might be?
There was a girl who used to work here a while back. One day she woke up and she was covered in warts.
What? What does that have to do with this?
Chill, I'm getting to that. Me and the other girls, we thought one of her clients had given her something not uncommon in this line of work. We'd never seen anything like it before, but we just assumed it was some kind of rare disease. Not long after she quit, and well, to tell you the truth, I figured she'd turn up dead in a ditch somewhere. But she got lucky, and the family in a better part of the town took her in, let her work for him as a maidservant or whatever. When I ran into her a few years later, all the warts were gone. At first I assumed the disease had just run its course, but as I talked to her, I started to think that wasn't it.
Oh?
Apparently some of her clients at the brothel used to harass her real bad. They'd even go as far as chasing her around the slums. She wasn't a particularly tough girl, so it did a real number on her, psychologically and emotionally. But she told me as soon as she got out and it all stopped, the words just went away. Poof. So my guess is sometimes people's emotional states can have physical consequences.
And you think the marks on the girl's face are the same thing?
Yep. The Lord tortured her so bad he busted her up mentally and emotionally on top of everything else. And that's what we're seeing on her with her face. I mean, I could be completely wrong too. For all we know, the Lord did cut her face up and she just doesn't remember. Or it could be something else entirely. Could be some kind of disease.
Good point.
Either way, there's no doubt she's been to hell and back. So plan on at least 3 years of ice breaking if you wanna get through to her.
3 years, that sounds about right. Ah.
Try to watch yourself though. You can have a bit of a short fuse sometimes.
I will. Little does she know I've already snapped once. I should get going then. It's been one hell of a day, I'm beat.
Get all the rest you need. I'll let you know if anything happens here.
Thank you. Good night.
Sleep tight.
Back to Morgana.
I don't wish to die for such worldly reasons. It is simply unacceptable for a saint of the Lord to look like some kind of terrible hellspawn. With every moment I grow more impure. Is this another trial, O Father?
You're a damn witch wearing our saint's skin.
So that's what he meant. I do rather resemble a witch, not a servant of the Lord, but a disciple of the devil. No, I cannot cry. I must not lament of my own misfortune. I must not feel sorry for myself. My tears, a saint's tears, should only be shed for others.
Morgana's mother, my darling little saint. Instead of singing a lullaby, I will tell you a story. The story of the day you first graced this earth. On that day I told the village a very important secret. That I was visited by an angel of the Lord. That I was with child though I had known no man. The other villagers mocked me. Called me a liar and a mad woman. But I did not relent, for it was the truth. And then, when you let out your first cry, rain clouds suddenly began to form in the sky. That rhyme? And the land was blessed with rain after many months of drought. The clouds, they were drawn here by your voice, my dear. A gift from your father, the Lord God. No longer did the villagers call me a liar. They believed in me, and they believed in you.
I saved everyone?
Yes, you did, my little saint. And you will continue to deliver people from their suffering.
Did I deliver you too, Mother?
Of course you did, my dear.
I'm glad.
You're the daughter of the charlatan. A virgin birth? Ha! A lot of lies, every damned word. The rain? Nothing more than a chance. If you really are the child of God, then perform a miracle for us. Pay that. Rude man, no mind, my dear. I know you are the daughter of God, and that's what matters most. I can only believe there are those who are still not convinced. See? What are you waiting for?
So,
wait. You can't do it, can you? You're a family of liars. Wait, Morgana. You man got it. Oops, the numbers. Blasphemy.
blasphemer.
Huh?
Yeah.
Huh?
What? A blasphemer. Blasphemer.
Was ist Blasphemy? Was ist Blasphemy? Hey, got something you want to say? Huh? Kid? Well, go right ahead, I'm all ears.
Miracles.
Yeah.
Miracles are neither magic nor parlor tricks. They are realized through the power of faith.
What? Now?
You have no place demanding God prove his own divinity. It is the height of height of arrogance.
You have... Oh.
You have blasphemed. Repent of your sins.
Ha! Trying to talk your way out of your lies now, are you? I'll admit your charlatan mother trained you well. You put on a pretty convincing act there, girl. You can't perform miracles, all you have are excuses and think veiled reasons why you won't. But until you own up, I won't stop spreading the real word. That your mother's putting the wool over everyone's eyes.
Very well. I will perform a miracle.
Oh ho ho! Morgana, you can't!
Do not worry, mother. I'm the daughter of God, right? My father will not forsake me.
So what kind of miracle are you gonna perform for us? And just so you know, whatever you do, it better be convincing. No guessing the weather this time.
Tante Wu. Blood is impure, yes?
What?
That is why we drain some of our blood when we are sick, and why we remove the blood from animals before we eat them.
Right.
So if I were to make blood pure and clean, would that be a miracle? Well, would it?
Yeah, I guess it would. Humble beginnings. But that's impossible, you can't do it.
Okay then. Let us go visit the elderly woman on the village outskirts.
Oh god, oh god! Apples.
Good afternoon, sister. How are you feeling today?
If it isn't our beloved saint. How very kind of you to pay this old woman a visit.
Please, stay in bed. I know you are very ill. You must rest.
Ah, fuck. Oh, heavens no. That would be dreadfully rude of me. The rain you brought 6 years ago saved my family's lives. I am more thankful than you can imagine. And I would like to show my gratitude. Humph. Look at this hack. Oh god, the memory is starting to go.
If you're going to be disrespectful, then please wait outside. I do not want your profanity contaminating this sacred rite.
You're so crazy from the cyberboard talk now.
Otherwise, stay quiet if you wish to see the miracle being performed.
Oh, beautiful saint, please allow me to kiss your feet. What?
Thank you, my sister. That will suffice. Ich weiß auch nicht, wie man das ausspricht, 100%.
Ich glaube, suffice.
Suffice. I'm here to perform a miracle for you.
For me?
Yes. You have always believed in me. Your faith never wavering. 6 years ago, the whole village acknowledged me as the daughter of God. But as you can see... Suffice. Yeah. There are those whose faith is not as strong as yours.
How terribly tragic.
That it is, but fear not, for as long as there remain those with faith as strong as yours, a few unbelievers will not weaken my power. For faith is the path to salvation.
Yes, it is. In
celebration of your 6 years of unfaltering faith, I've decided to perform another miracle for you today. I ask to do as I say. Ask you to do as I say, and I know that I love you, and know that I love you dearly.
Of course.
My beloved sister, partake of my blood.
Hey, did you hear the news? Did you hear the news? Yeah, villager. No. Did you hear the news? Is back in the field again. I ran into her down in the fields and about jumped out of my skin. What going around? Is it where the saint work? I hear she made it, Rick.
Das ist der gleiche.
Ja, ja. Drink your blood? It's not good. Das ist nämlich Randy's.
Ja, das ist ja so.
The blood ain't dirty. Like the rest of us. It got real power. I guess what they said is true. She really is the child of God. Yep. We got ourselves a real genuine saint there. Here. Not many people can say that. No. There's no way. It's impossible. It can't be. He is the best who dead and not our saint. Get him! We put his head on a pike. Woo! Berserk. Show everyone what happens when you disrespect our saint.
Stop this at once.
Our saint.
Please, let that man. Lass mein Volk gehen.
Moses, es waren doch nur Sklaven.
Let that man go. The Lord teaches us to be kind and forgiving of one another. It does not please him to see man fighting against man.
But he insulted you, our saint. He called you the daughter of a charlatan, words of Jews.
Everyone makes mistakes. I bear no grudge against him for a momentary lapse in judgment. I simply pray his eyes have been opened to the truth.
What to believe?
I do not wish to see him punished. I forgive you.
Thank you. I was wrong. You are a saint. Never again will I call you a liar. I am your faithful servant, my beloved saint.
Your devotion is truly honorable. I have returned, mother.
Oh, welcome back, my dear saint.
Everything will be fine now, mother. The entire villagers acknowledge me as a saint. We need not worry about any unbelievers, and they will show you the respect you deserve as well as the mother of God's daughter. No one will ever call you a charlatan again, mother.
That's good to hear. Thank you, Morgana.
Still night. I'm thirsty. I'll go get some water.
What did I did?
Mother's still awake? Who's she talking to? Herself?
Oh God, what did I bring into this world? She scares me sometimes. When I look into her eyes, when I hear her voice, I feel like my soul is being sucked out of my body. She's a girl of barely 6 years. Yes, yet she terrifies me.
Damn.
I'm beginning to think she really does have some kind of strange power that allows her to manipulate, to control people. What I'm not sure of is whether or not it's truly a holy power. Is she really a saint? My heart tells me she's something else. Oh, what horror have I wrought upon this earth? You know as well as I do, God, that nothing divine could possibly grow in my womb. Are you punishing me, God, for the sins I committed that night years ago with the vagrant? Was es ein Vagrant?
No idea.
Ich glaube, irgend so ein Bum, aber mal schauen.
Probably.
Ein Landstreicher.
Okay.
Ja, hey Bum! Ein Vagabond und Bum hat gleiche Bedeutung.
Ja. Das ist dein Lieblingsmanga? Einer der besten Mangas. Bestgezeichneten Manga ist.
So,
Bum.
Bum. Und
I'm dreaming. This is all a bad dream. Mother, never say such things about me. It's just a dream.
You would never.
No.
Good morning, my darling little saint. Is something the matter? You look vexed.
Mother, last night.
Did something happen last night?
No, nothing happened. He is gone. Mother, I've always been a saint, right? From the day I was born.
What's gotten into you, my dear? Of course, you are the daughter of God. Nothing will ever change that.
Thank you. So it was all a dream. I should just forget all about it.
Oh,
Okay.
I almost forgot. I have something for you. I'm sure you'll love it. Ah, diese Butterfly Bread Brooch, sag ich. Ah, fuck, sie hat gesagt, For your 6th birthday. It's not much, but will you wear it?
So wie Morgana talkt, will man nicht denken, dass sie 6 Jahre alt ist. What is it?
Yeah, manipulator. It's a little brooch. You can use it with a shawl or a cloak.
It's a butterfly.
Butterflies are said to be God's messengers, so I thought it would fit you nicely, my dear.
It's so pretty. I mustn't allow myself to be taken in by shallow worldly beauty. I'm not an ordinary little girl. Father would be greatly disappointed in me if I were to behave like one. Thank you very much, Mother. Your gift means a great deal to me. Of course I will make use of it.
You're quite welcome. It's hard to believe you're only 6 years old.
Ja, was ich gerade gesagt habe. What was that, Mother?
Immer, diese Sätze sind immer so das Typische bei so einem Isekai, wenn ein Charakter sich komisch fühlt, wenn er jung ist. Oh, nothing. Apropos Isekai, zweite Folge von The Beginning of the End war's. Ich habe sie vorhin geschaut und sagen wir mal so. Es ist okay, das Problem ist, die Fight-Scenes sind horrendous.
Ja, ich habe einen Clip gesehen. Und ich habe auch was gesehen, da war so der Autor von dem Mandura oder Webtoon, wie es heißt. Und er hat auf Englisch so gesagt, so, yeah, and the studio where I was more involved in, bla bla, also er war da so involved.
Ja, man hat auch schon gesehen in Folge 2, dass Sachen anders sind als im Manga. Ich würde sagen, einige Sachen gut, andere Sachen schlecht.
Ja.
Naja. Before I forget, after what you did the other day, people have begun asking about having you perform miracles for them too. Ja, wie gesagt, liest einfach dann lieber. But you're still so young. I'm not sure it's wise for you to go around giving out blood to everyone who asks.
No, it's fine. I will do it. It is my sacred duty as a saint to put those in need before myself.
I will do what I must. Even if it means cutting yourself up every day.
I will accept the pain gladly. It is a symbol of the good work I do in my Father's name.
I see. Well, you've made up your mind, it seems. So I support you in any way I can by selling you to the Lord.
Yes.
Yet another busy day. It's been 3 years with no end in sight. We're starting to see more and more travelers from faraway lands. People have even set up trading posts in the village. Yet not a single coin comes our way. We're losing money every day. Morgana.
What is it, Mother? I must prepare for my next blessing.
Why must you hand out miracles for nothing?
Why would you even ask such a question, Mother?
You're barely holding on as it is, my dear. It's not wrong to accept a little remuneration for our services.
Ich glaube, das haben wir auch gesehen in Morgana Backstory.
Ja, hat nicht so oft Flash, ne?
Ja, halt diese... Was sie gesagt hat.
Ja, die Mutter hat halt so gesagt, zwischen der 6 und 7. Ja, wir sollten so Teils, diese Teils machen, ne? Du weißt schon, dass es Geld gibt. Aber Morgana hat gesagt, no.
No, Mother, it is wrong. Miracles are not to be bartered for. God the Father does not change for his miracles. So why charge for his miracle? So why should we, when I am only borrowing his power?
Listen to me, Morgana. Every time you give someone a blessing, you're hurting yourself. It's not for the miracle itself, you still deserve... Also, if not for the miracle itself, you still deserve some degree of compensation for the pain.
I know you're concerned for me, Mother, and I appreciate it very much, but I'm happy with the way things are. I'm happy to be able to help others with my Heavenly Father's power.
A power you won't have much longer, my dear, if we can't afford to keep ourselves fed.
I'm a saint, aren't I?
Yes, you're my sweet little saint.
God will not forsake his saint. No matter how difficult it may get, he will always provide me a way to continue doing his work. And you're the mother of that saint, aren't you?
Yes, that's right. I conceived you untainted by the hands of a man.
Then you must respect his will as well, Mother. It must be our highest priority.
You're right. I was wrong, my dear saint. My dear Franklin.
Mother, you agreed with me. You said I was right. So why are you taking money from that man? Mother. Why? I mustn't let myself cry. I must always stay strong. I must endure his trials. My saintly grace must not waver. Father would be greatly disappointed in me, and then I would have nowhere to call home.
JACOPO, my entire head is throbbing. The aftermath. I guess dann hier Part 1.
Ah, ich habe irgendwas gesehen, dass es doch nur 2 Parts gibt. Bin nicht sicher.
Okay. My entire head is throbbing. What a wonderful way to start the day. I'd like to sleep in for another 6 or 12 hours, but I still have things to take care of after yesterday. First, down to the pub to talk to the gang.
But I drank way too much.
Dear God. Christian? Oder?
Ah, JACOPO. I need your help. Also, barmaid.
Yeah.
I can't carry everyone out by myself.
Alright. I dragged them out into the streets. Please don't shout though, my head hurts enough as it is.
Thank you.
I said stop shouting!
No.
I guess I start with him. Christian ist safe auch dabei, I guess. Da ist er.
Morning, friends. Oh, it's the big guy from last night.
Wie beschreit die ganze Zeit?
Yeah. Name's Gretchen. Come. Try not to forget it, cause she'll be seeing a lot of me. Which reminds me, I never got your name. I'm just a trifling little flower. My name isn't important, but if you would lend us a hand, that would be lovely. A hand with what? I'm just here for the booze. Haven't you had enough? Not even close. Well, there isn't anything left. Did you forget? Or did you forget? The two of you, last night, drank the whole town dry. We're just going to be a plain old restaurant for at least the next few days. Oh well, that's a crying shame. And whose fault do you think that is?
How many more trips is this going to take? They are all still out like rocks. Oh, I thought they erected a new wall there for a second, but it's just you. So, just to be clear, since there wasn't any real resolution last night. You passed out first, which means I...
Hey. Top of the morning to you too. JACOPO. And what a beautiful morning it is. Yeah.
You seem to be doing quite well. What happened to the aggressively competitive creation from last night?
I had you all wrong, JACOPO.
What?
I had you pegged for a stick up your ass rich boy kind of fella. But you drink like a real plural. The true measure of a man is how well he holds his booze. And you proved yourself. You're one hell of a man.
Also, Kuguro nicht, weil ist immer so drunk. So, Titel zusammenschlagen. Oh, sure.
At least give me a hearty hell yeah, would ya? Don't tell me I was wrong about being wrong about you.
What? I'm just not at full capacity at the moment. It's taking me a little longer than normal to process.
Anywho, point is, you got my seal of approval. We helped each other out back at Lord Asswipe's manor, and now we're comrades, partners in crime.
Hold up.
What? You don't want to be partners?
I never said that. You make it sound like you're planning on staying, dude.
I most certainly do.
You were one of the Lord's slaves. You know, the slaves who incited the revolt. It's not safe for you to stay here. If someone were to identify you, you'd be dead in...
Life's too short to quibble over shit like someone might be trying to kill you.
It's highly quibbling. There's a reason we had all the other slaves transported to different cities.
Trust me, I know it ain't safe for me to stick around. But I wanna know it. But I wanna be here when that war son finally gets what's coming. Horse son.
So horse son.
Like hell, I'm balling before he sits on his bike.
Genau, ballen.
Like hell, I'm balling. I'm bailing before he sits on his bike. Sorry.
Okay then. As long as you're aware of the risks, that's your choice to make. And in that case, I'm glad to help you. The addition of such a valiant comrade should prove quite inspiring to the rest of the gang.
Haha, you're damn right it will. You should just said that to begin with. Skip all the not safe nonsense. Besides, everything you just said applies the same to you. As far as anyone in that manor is concerned, you're a slave as much as me. And your infiltration job didn't exactly have you laying low. They recognize you.
So nice soundtrack, fair enough. I haven't heard of any wanted poster going up yet. But you're right, it's best to remain cautious for now, Enemy Alberry. Though as long as we keep to the slums, we should be relatively safe for the time being. Das erinnert mich ein bisschen an Zelda.
And as amusing a thought that is, we're safer in the lawless dump than the city proper.
Indeed, but the gang has eyes and ears covering the entire district. If someone who doesn't belong shows up, word will spread quickly.
So if the Lord's guards trying to slip in, the cover will be drawn just like that, eh?
Precisely. Which isn't to say it's a good part of town, of course. We have more than our fair share of hooligans. You just have to be able to protect yourself. Which I doubt will be an issue for you.
Hell yeah, bring on the pickpockets. I'll rob every last one of them blind, maybe even literally.
I'm glad he's on our side. Well, if you're going to be staying here, I should probably show you more than just our pub of choice. You still need to find your work as well. Not that that should prove any trouble. Your muscle, you can choose pretty much anything. A bodyguard, a carpenter, a metal worker, whatever you like. But first... could I ask you to help me get these dolls outside?
Aye. Where do you want me to toss him?
Be gentle with them, if you would. They are ours, for what it's worth. Good lord. We're cleaning up at the pub and showing Christian around. There goes most of my day. The brothel is probably open by now. Though the back entrance it is. Through the back entrance it is. Was pissen oder was? Hm? Wenn's hier los? Hey, anyone home? No one? Not even a girl? Don't tell me she went out wandering in her condition.
Oh, hey there, JACOPO. Perfect time.
Maria, the girl, where did she go? Oh. Maria, the girl, where did she go?
Huh? She was here last I checked.
Last you checked? You're supposed to be looking after her. Anyway, help me look for her.
Yeah, I don't think that'll,
Excuse me?
turn around. Oh.
Jo, ist nicht Gesicht.
Yeah, die jump scares, no?
Mhm. Wow. I didn't even sense her approaching. I swear she just appeared there like a ghost. Where did you get those clothes?
Oh yeah. We were digging around in the dressing room and found it there. I wanted to get into something a little cuter, but she insisted on that. I didn't even know we had clothes that planned here.
Oh.
Girls come and go though, so it probably belonged to someone who's not around anymore. Still, I'm shocked anyone who worked here ever was such a boner killer. It's a cloak for pilgrimages.
I
Huh?
will murder you.
An outfit someone wears while on pilgrimage. This is far more beautiful than any of those filthy whore rags.
Yeah.
Oh, a pilgrimage, huh? I would have never guessed that we had a girl who was into that. Yet she abandoned her spiritual journey and entered into the stand of sinners. I guess. Nevertheless, I'm glad there was clothing suitable for me to wear.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Talk about luck.
Ja.
Anyway, I've got an appointment. I'll be back.
Bist keck. Wie sie seht, heraushalten, ich heiße mir so, wow, hey, Maria! I get that she's difficult, but you didn't have to ditch me, damn it. It is a rather plain outfit though, all black and brown. She'd probably blend in quite well with the darkness. Which would explain why I couldn't find her when I got here.
Why are you staring at me?
Well, I'm glad you found something you could wear with your brooch. Also, God, keeping a conversation going with her is like pulling teeth. Yeah, you look like you're doing a lot better than yesterday. Much more color in your cheeks.
As if you can tell the difference beneath all these scars.
It's an expression, I'm just saying, you look much better. You could barely even sit up yesterday. You're recovering impressively quickly. I imagine it won't be long before you're back at full capacity.
Yesterday,
What about yesterday?
thank you for rescuing me.
What? Right, that. No, don't mention it. It was nothing, really.
That's not what you said last night.
Oh, come on, just let me be humble, would you?
Be humble. Sit down.
Nobody talk. Anyway, I wasn't expecting that. I was readying myself for another argument. I also wasn't sure how much of what happened you even remembered, with how hysterical you got.
I was not hysterical.
My arm backs to...
My mind was clear almost the whole time. I remember
Du
everything.
hast uns einfach in den Arm gebissen, so.
First, a slave, you saved my life from the wicked lord.
I'm not actually a slave, but details.
You took me by the arm, put me on your back, and fled from the lord's manor.
That I did.
I was a little hazy for some of the trip, but by the time you reached the quarter, my mind had cleared up almost entirely.
What?
My consciousness had returned by that point.
Oh.
You brought me to this brothel, and yes, at first I was frightened, because I believed you meant to have me become a whore. But this is the one and only instance of me last night you could describe as hysterical. I remember everything quite well, thank you.
Oh, okay then. Fair enough. You're right. I can't tell if she's sincere or just trying to convince herself. But she seems unusually repulsed by the idea of her losing her cool. She's not entirely right, but she's not entirely wrong either, so I let her have this one. In any event, you've recovered well enough to hold a conversation, which is great to see.
What do you mean to do with me now?
Better question, what do you want to do? Alright, well, Here's an idea. If you don't have anything, you can stay here until you're all the way back on your feet. Maria's already set aside that room for you.
You want me to stay in this vile gathering place of sinners?
You do realize who you're talking about, right? Those vile sinners are the ones who took you in, who agreed to look after you. They're no different than you or me, just doing what they must to get by.
I am not like them.
You're right, they don't look down on others for their line of work. At the very least, try to keep your call outs, Mrs. Lipson? Oh my god, call outs. Prejudice? Digga!
Prejudice.
Prejudice?
Prejudice.
Jesus?
Prejudice.
Prejudice. Against prostitutes to yourself when they're around, would you?
Why? It's my sacred duty to spread the word of God. Indulging in carnal pleasure is a sin, no matter the reason. Prostitutes are filthy, tainted women.
Jeez, did all that blood the Lord took cause you damn hard to shrivel up? In what world is it reasonable for you to go up to women offering you sanctuary and call them to their faces sinners? Show them some gratitude, damn it!
You are the one who brought me here. I never asked them to do anything for me.
Oh, fine, whatever. If you're that opposed to staying here, then go. Get the hell out. You don't deserve their hospitality. Go off and preach the word of God and call everyone sinners. I expect someone will find you dead on the side of the road in less than a fortnight.
Ja.
Fortnight?
Jo, bis man vorne ist 2 Wochen.
Yeah.
Very well. Thank you for yesterday. and farewell.
Wait! Wait! No.
Yes.
Are you insane? You're not supposed to actually go.
You're the one who told me to leave.
I rage quitted. Off to a great start with that 3 years of icebreaking, JACOPO. She's been through hell, you know that. I'm sorry. I take everything back. That was extremely childish of me. So please, reconsider. I wouldn't be able to sleep at night knowing I'll chase you out.
You cannot seem to make up your mind, can you?
It was a heat of the moment thing, I didn't mean it. I'm sorry, I don't actually want you to leave. Ah! Good lord. Alright, the ointment. Did you apply it like I told you to?
No.
Really? Well, in that case I'll do it now. You would need help with your bag either way.
You're a very curious man.
Huh? Why do you say that?
No reason. I'm simply saying the first thing that came to mind.
Don't tell me you think I have unscrupulous tastes like Maria seems to believe. Let me make this perfectly clear. I will not lay a finger on you. You're just a child, for God's sake. Now, sit down.
Sit down.
Nobody talk. Well, look at that. I thought I'd have to fight with her on this.
Something the matter?
I never told you to undress.
Were you wanting to apply the ointment on my clothes then?
Good point. That wouldn't help very much, would it? God damn it, JACOPO, calm the hell down. Are you trying to make yourself look like a liar? She just caught me off guard, that's all. I know, man, JACOPO, you've been seeming kinda soft lately.
Kinda sus lately.
The girl quietly disrobed, then knelt down. She had been naked when I saved her from the Lord, so it wasn't like this was my first time seeing her unclothed, but that was in the middle of a revolt. I didn't exactly have time to get a good look. She was almost frighteningly scrawny, her arms barely any bigger than the bones within. Her skin was so pale I could see the blue veins running beneath it. And then of course there was a crisscrossing web of scars. Each one stood out clearly against her pale skin. The scars covered her whole body, front and back. I could hardly find a patch of skin that hadn't been desecrated. Desecrated. Looking at her, I was gripped with a mix of burning rage and bitter sadness, neither of which I had a source of relief for. But the most upsetting thing was how she just sat there exposed, completely emotionless. Quite a change from how she behaved last night. Today I'm the one doing all the shouting. Almost feels like I'm looking at a lifeless puppet. I scooped up some of the ointment with my fingers and gently rubbed it across her wounded flesh. Every time my hand made contact she shuddered, but she never recoiled or objected. Though it felt less like she was willingly accepting my aid, and more like she was simply enduring, waiting for it to be over. It was almost silent in the room, save for the cries and moaning that made its way through the walls. Sitting naked in a brothel while a strange man rubbed benison on her, I could only imagine how unpleasant that must be, considering how devout she seemed to be. She was probably doing everything in her power to cut herself off from the whole experience. I wondered if perhaps she might one day come to realize that we were not trying to insult or demean her. That we were simply concerned for her, that we wanted to give her a place she could feel safe. So, is this all the Lord's doing? You don't have to answer if you're not comfortable.
Except for my arms, yes.
Someone else did your arms then?
No, I cut them myself.
You thought that suicide was a sin. Is self-mutilation allowed then? I'm not sure what the rules on that are. You have a lot to live for. That was about the extent of our conversation as I applied the ointment. I couldn't come up with any small talk, and I didn't really want to press on any further about her scars or her time with the Lord. So I quietly worked, and she quietly let me do my work. By the time it was all over, I was exhausted. It felt like it had taken more out of me than the couple hours I had spent dragging unconscious drunks from the pub. When I told her I was finished, she let out a sigh of relief. The first sign of emotion I had seen from her since we began.
Thank you.
Oh wait, we're not quite done. Still have to take care of your face.
No, I'm fine, thank you.
I beg to differ. If anything, you should be most concerned about your face. Now come on, look at me.
Do I have to?
Well, yeah. It'd be kinda silly to do everything but your face.
I can do it myself.
Uh-huh. Sure, yeah. Not happening. I'm going to finish what I started.
Why can't I do it myself?
Because my gut tells me you'll just slap a little on and call it done. I want to make sure it's taken care of properly. So look at me, show me your face.
Fine. Look at me.
Yo!
Oh,
It was bizarre how she had so little hesitation exposing her naked body. Cooles CG, Freunde.
ja.
Freunde. Sorry. It was how she had so little hesitation exposing her naked body, yet vehemently resisted letting me see her face. With anyone else I knew, it would be the other way around. The wounds on her face seemed to hold much more significance to her than those on the rest of her body. Ja eben, woher kommen die? Die sind nicht vom Lord. Das war irgendwie selber so eine Scheiße, irgendwie sowas. I know, man. When she asked me to kill her yesterday, it was immediately after seeing herself in the mirror. But if the marks on her face were that upsetting, wouldn't she want them to heal? So why was she fighting me about it? Did she have some other reason to hide her face from me? Whatever it was that drove her actions, I couldn't make any sense of it. Jetzt kurz, for Drive ist die Vergangenheit doch Drove, oder?
Ja.
Okay, weil ich hatte das mal geschrieben und es wurde so unterstrichen so. Das ist falsch. Ich weiß aber nicht mehr, wie der Satz sich war.
Das
war meine Morgana-Story.
Ja.
Glaube ich. Ja. Let me know if it stings. Relax, I won't bite. You weren't this tense when I was applying the ointment to the rest of you.
Just get it over with.
Alright. Der Kopf ist so detailliert fresh, Digga. You know, I just realized I don't know your name.
Oh.
Yeah, lol. Would you mind telling me? No. You won't tell me? Well, in that case, I'll just have to come up with something to call you myself. I'm serious, I picked the first thing that comes to mind. There's still time, you just have to tell me your name. Okay then. You had your chance. Allison it is, because you bite just like an alley cat. I'll tell the girls here to call you that too.
Allison, please don't.
Oh, finally, you speak. If you're not happy with the name, then tell me what to call you. You have until the count of 3, then you're Allison for good. 1, 2, 3.
Ma.
Humph isn't your whole name, is it? Huh? So you're Humph. Humph.
Good name.
I can understand being a little embarrassed about that. It's not my place to talk, I know, and I don't mean any ill will, but that's a very unfortunate name you were given.
That's not my name. It's Morgana.
No, that wasn't so hard, was it? It's a nice name, Morgana. I like it. Your skill. Also, it reminds me of my homeland.
Your homeland?
Yeah. I mean, I hardly remember anything about my childhood anymore. I couldn't even tell you the name of the country, but I have these vague memories of how the language sounded. And your name, it doesn't sound like a name native to these parts. It sounds like something that would fit right in with those memories of my homeland. At Vega, I guess you probably come from the same part of the world as me. If you go back far enough, we might even find we share ancestors. But who knows?
Aye.
How do you like that? Feeling a little sense of kinship?
The thought very much displeases me.
Well, okay then. Be a grouch. I let it slide, though. Getting your name out of you put me in a good mood. It's nice to formally make your acquaintance, Morgana. My name's JACOPO. Hey, Morgana. One day I'll show you the world.
What?
There's so much more out there than this tiny little corner of Earth we're rotting away in. More than you can possibly imagine. I'm going to go out into the world, experience true, genuine freedom. And I'm going to bring you with me. So try to stay positive. There's also Gothic, there's also freedom to be knowing me.
Yeah. And JACOPO keeps rising.
Yeah. Once you see for yourself how much bigger the world out there is, how different every region and its people are, it might change your perspective on things a bit. It might even help you forget some of the crap you've been through.
Oh. Cool.
Alright, now I'm done. That ended up taking pretty much all the ointment. I'll have to go buy some more. Well, I should probably get going. Will you be alright on your own?
I will much prefer it, in fact.
Alright. Sorry to be such a nuisance. See you again tomorrow. See you back home. Spider-Man.
My whole body is all slimy.
Die Musik.
After the slave man left, I retreated to... Das wird schon Morgana, oder?
Ja, wenn's rot ist schon.
I retreated to a corner of the room, sat down and pulled my knees up to my chest. Ja, das ist auch so der Slave Man, so der ist nicht. Aber sie denkt immer noch. Through the walls, I could hear man and woman singing, so I plugged my ears in an attempt to block out the vile noise.
Ja, die wird ja auch immer denken, dass er der Slave Man ist, weil sie es so erzählt hat in ihrer Story.
It was filthy here, and if I remained in this place too long, it would probably taint my soul. I remembered to get out as soon as possible. I needed to get out as soon as possible, but I couldn't bring myself to leave. My body refused to cooperate. Just thinking about going out there into the slums all alone sent uncontrollable shivers down my spine. I was the daughter of God. What did I have to fear? Such worldly emotions were unbefitting of a saint. I was pitiful, pathetic, and I hated it. I have nothing to fear. God will always lead his saint to where he needs her most. And as long as I continue performing miracles, people will acknowledge me as the true daughter of God. I have nothing to fear.
You're damn wish wearing a saint's skin.
Will they though? Will anyone look at me and see a saint? I can hardly see a saint in this face. The Lord and his guests with their revulsion, their fear, that was the appropriate reaction. I was repulsive, not something to welcome with open arms. saints and angels were always spoken of as beautiful, while demons and witches were spoken of as hideous.
Cities.
Any miracles I performed would be seen as the work of the devil, not God. But it didn't matter. It was my sacred duty to offer a helping hand to anyone in need, no matter how much persecution I suffered for it. My heart was resolute, but my head is all muddled. I can't stand this.
One day I'll show you the world.
Cool. And thinking about the slave man only made an even bigger mess inside my head. It wasn't all unpleasant though. He didn't push me away because of how I looked. He treated me like an ordinary girl, not a witch, and not a saint either. And besides, I was being disrespectful, I know that. He was well within his rights to be angry. He could have let me go, but he didn't. He got angry, but he told me to stay. Put ointment on me. Smiled even. A very curious man indeed. And then there was what he had said about his homeland.
Oh.
Just because my name reminded him of where he came from, didn't mean I came from there as well. Never mind that nonsense about us sharing ancestors. I had no bloodline to trace back. My mother had conceived me without knowing man, and my father resided in the heavens above, the Lord God. The very idea that we shared blood was absurd. And yet, what if somewhere on this earth there are people who share my blood? Who feel what I do, who think what I think, who see the world the same as me? What if someone like that really does exist? That would be very... Oh, and time flows ever onward, carrying then 2.5 years forward. 2.5 years, sort of. Yeah. Time flows ever onward. Vielen Soundtrack, ne? Time flows ever onward.
Ja. Freunde.
Sehr nice.
The Girl and the Young Man. Stand da, glaube ich? Ja. Ja, Freunde, ich würde sagen, da beenden wir das Let's Play. So ein kleines 1-Stunden-Special, weil wir einfach mal Bock hatten oder so, Freunde. Wir sind hier an einem Grab oder so, sehen wir nächstes Mal, was dann weitergeht. Der Song ist echt nice. Hat sehr gebockt. Jedes Mal, wenn Morgana und JACOPO reden, ist einfach cool, so mehr Puzzles, sag ich mal, zu haben zu den beiden Storys, die wir haben. Also, wie es halt passiert ist, ne? Oder am Ende alles hier wieder falsch. Der typische. Und dann, Freunde, würde ich sagen, lasst ein Abo da, nehmt eine Passt euch für Stream ab, und die Glocke, abonniert den Kanal, aktiviert die Glocke und damit wieder schauen, Freunde. Und
Reingehauen.
ciao!